Hi, this is Joe from videojoomlatutorials.com, and today we're going to talk about what you do once your Joomla video or Joomla install is complete. So you got this great website and you really don't know what to do with it. Joomla is a pretty powerful system, so I'm going to solve that mystery for you and show you what I do when I first start a Joomla project. So the first thing that you're going to do is log into the site. Simple. You just type in administrator after your URL. Takes you to this screen right here. Okay. And you put in your username and password. Okay, so we're set there. And this is the Joomla control panel. Essentially, this gives you links to all of the back-end features of Joomla, and I'm going to explain that quickly for you. The first thing that you're going to notice is these quick links here, and basically what these are is they're links to the parts of your of your back-end that you're going to use most. Up top here is going to be links to every feature of the back-end. Over here is a preview button, which basically just shows you your website and what it looks like on the front end. This right here is going to tell you about any pending mail that you've coming in. And then this right here is how many people are on your website at this time, and then you can log out with this little button. If you look right here, you're going to get stats of how many people looked at your articles and what's the most recently created article and menus and what's popular, stuff like that. So that's basically what this is right here. We don't have any stats because we don't have any created articles because we installed our Joomla without sample data, if you remember from the last tutorial. So the next thing that I generally look at, or the first thing that I generally do when I'm on or creating a new Joomla website, is I change the global configuration. Now what the global configuration is it's settings for the entire website as a whole, not for individual pages, not for certain sections of your site. This is for the whole thing. Many of these changes relate to the configuration.php file in Joomla for people who feel comfortable editing that. But for beginners, I would say that the first thing that we're going to do is change the global meta description and the keywords for the site. Typically in Joomla, you're going to have something where it just says Joomla, 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 keywords Joomla, Joomla, Joomla. This right here, a Joomla community for beginners, for Joomla noobs, is okay, but it's not great, so we're going to do something a little better. Okay, so this is what I put in here. Just Joomla for noobs, community for developers and designers learning the basics of Joomla 1.5, Joomla 1.5, web developers, CMS tutorials. Basically you want this to be a very short description about the website, the global meta site description, and then the global site meta keywords, you want to have 10 keywords or less that describe your website. Now this website's never really going to be online. It's running on a development server that we have, so what we put here doesn't matter because Joomla for noobs is just not a real thing. But it is important to change this data first so that if a Google robot comes and reads the website, they're not reading just about the canned data that Joomla puts in there, because you don't want that. Now to keep these settings, you're just going to hit apply. And then that will make it so these settings stay on here. You can also click save, and save will actually take you back to the control panel. Now that's all we can really do in this 5-minute short video. We'll work on some other things with sessions and menus in the next video.